Hi guys, welcome back to Charlotte's Foliage. Glad you're able to come back and share with plant content experience with me. And also, if you're new here, welcome. I'm glad you were able to come. What we're going to do today is just look at my heartleaf philodendron and see if we can stake it to a pole. I've never staked a heartleaf philodendron to a pole, but I'm told that the purpose of the pole is to get your foliage to climb the moss pole. And I made this moss pole myself. Nothing fancy, but it works. And what I want to do is put it in another pot, because this pot that I have it in when I purchased it, the plant, it had a crack in it. So it's just been growing, and I actually hate to disturb it, but I think it's time. So if you guys want to go in here with me, and we'll just get started. So there's nothing wrong with the plant in terms of it not growing. It's just that it needs to be repotted. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try it staking this plant up, and I've got another pot over here. My other pot is not as wide, but it's taller, so I'm hoping that it likes its new home. Okay, so what have you guys been doing today? It's hot here in Kansas City. It was 80 something degrees today, so but we've been getting lots of rain, almost record-breaking temperatures. So I'm gonna let you guys take a look. Oh, I can use this for the bowl. Excuse me, the pot. I needed something like that for help with drainage. Okay, so here's the roots of the plant. It looks good. There's nothing wrong with the roots. That's good. So I'm gonna put a little bit of pond in the bottom of this new planter. And pond is just another type of substrate, and provides nutrients to the plant. And then give me just one moment. I have to get some more of my soil mixture, because this pot is taller than this pot, so I'm gonna need to put more in there. I try my best to always have some soil mixture already prepared, so you guys won't have to wait on me for that. But this is perlite, leca, sphagnum moss, cocoa coir, charcoal, and just all those good, and a barky mix. So some orchid bark is in there too. So I'm just gonna lift this plant up. First, I gotta decide where I'm gonna put this pole at. Okay, looks like one of my bands on this pole has came loose, but it's okay. So I think I'm gonna put the pole toward the back, and then I'm gonna lift the plant up, just so, like this. I know you guys can't see all this, but it's okay. I'll show you here in just a second if I can get it in here and make it work like I want it to. I might have to stick the plant in there first and then the pole, which is usually not what I do. Okay, so I got the pole in there so far. Trying not to disturb the roots of the plant. And then I'm pushing down just a bit so that the soil can get down in the pot. And I'm going to show you what I'm doing here in just a minute. It's hard to see on camera, but you'll be able to see it here in a minute. Okay? It actually fit in there in the pot just perfect. Okay, so look, here we go. Here's the pole, and here's the foliage. Now, I've never done this before, so what I've got to do is I've got to figure out how I'm going to wrap the foliage around the pole so as to train it to grow like that, okay? In the meantime, I'm backfilling, making sure there's plenty of soil in this plant because we don't want it to lack anything. It's one thing to have a nice pole to climb, but if the plant is not going to be growing, then that's not good, okay? So the first thing I think I'm gonna have to do is figure out where to begin, because this is a really leggy plant, and I've had some of the leggy plant break off some of the stems. And that's okay, because you can always put them in water or another substrate. And then you'll have another plant, or you can put it back into the same plant. You just stick it back in the soil and let the nodes touch the soil, and it'll do fine. These plants are really easy to propagate. You would be really surprised at how easy they are. Okay, so I have some what they call Velcro, and I'll show it to you. Okay. So right here I have some Velcro, and basically what I'm gonna do is attach the Velcro and the stem to the moss pole so that I can train it to climb the moss pole, okay? So let's start there. Let me see, I gotta be careful because it's kind of tangled up here. That's the first thing you gotta do is get it untangled. So let me see. Okay, there's one. I'm just gonna kind of wrap it around so get it trained. Just like that. Just like that. Okay? So I got her around there. I'm just gonna take a piece of this Velcro and I'm gonna follow behind. I think I would do good to put a couple of strips up there if I can. Let me see if I can find the longest one, like this one, for example. See if I can get it to climb. I'm trying to do this to prevent having too much Velcro on there. That wouldn't look too pleasant. Okay? But we can always undo it, okay? So we got one up there. Can you see that? See how the foliage is on the pole now? All that pole is sphagnum moss and some, I think they call it chicken fencing or net fencing. You can get it from your local Home Depot or Lowe's. Okay. Ooh, this plant is really leggy. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go around and around and around. Some of the foliage might be too long for the pole. Let me see. And then I'll go around again and again and all the way up here. Okay? So now, until I figure out how I'm going to do these Velcro ties, I'm going to let that sit there for a minute. Okay? See if I can get another smaller piece to go around the pole. Okay? I think maybe I should put this up some kind of way so that the foliage doesn't look like it's flopping down backwards. So I'm gonna lift this up a little bit. Like I said, I've never done this before, but I'm willing to try. We're learning this together, you guys. I'm trying to make sure I don't get any foliage caught up in the Velcro, but instead just making it sit on top of it where the stems can kind of flow. All right, so we got that one done. See this here? I want that to kind of go around here. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to try. Let's see. See if I can get this to go in here. There it goes. Okay, and then I want this to come up. So, it's looking pretty good. The ideal is eventually you won't even be able to tell that this is up on a pole. It's going to cover the pole to a point where you won't even be able to see the pole. Okay? So that's all I'm doing. I'm just wrapping it. And letting her just fall where she may on the pole. That's all I'm doing. Okay. We still got some more here. We gotta see if we can get up on the pole also. We got a little bit. I'm mostly trying to get the big pieces, you guys, because if we have a little bit hanging, that's okay, because we don't want them to be able to see the soil anyway. All right, so I got another big piece. I'm gonna wrap around the pole. There we go. Here's another big piece. I'm just going around the pole again. I'm going around the pole again. I'm just sticking it in there. If I can get it to go through. I'm even putting a little bit through the netting if I can. And then I'm going to cut another piece of Velcro. And I did, like I said, I did order this on Amazon. So it's, I think I cut that piece too short while I'm running my mouth. Okay. All right, so let me see if I can get in here and turn it around and see what she's looking like. Let's see. Let me get in here. Place this here. So the leaves are upward. 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 Okay. So we got them upward. Now I'm going to try to go in here. This is not hard, but it's kind of tedious. Trying so hard not to cover the leaves, but to also stake them so that they will grab a hold to the moss pole. But I'm told that once you wrap it around, you're training the plant. It'll start doing it on its own. Okay? So I'm gonna let you, it looks like I need more up top. So I might just see, let's see here. This piece is tangled, looks like, around each other. Oh, there it goes. Okay, see? I'm just gonna wrap this. Try to get it in this area where there seems to be the pole, more poles showing. Okay. And then we've got some still hanging here, you guys. So I'm gonna let you take a look at it. See? It looks kind of wild and crazy for right now. So what I'll do is, instead of keeping you guys waiting, I'm gonna let you all see the finished product when I finish. Thanks for watching. Hope you come again. Bye.